What's up, Slime Squad? Today we're going to be testing 9 more no glue and 1 ingredient slime recipes, one of which of these is absolutely going to blow your mind. You don't want to miss it. So let's get started. A delicious banana. Yummy. You want part of it? No, you don't. We're going to make slime. So you need half a banana, peeled, of course. And then you're going to put it in a bowl and start smashing it up. This is the fun part. Actually, if you can find a banana that is more ripe than this one, it's much easier. Because this one's a little difficult. It wasn't ripe enough yet and it was still too hard. So yeah, there's that too. Once your banana is smashed up, you're going to add in some cornstarch, about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And this recipe was suggested to us by Brooklyn Ford, who had tried it before and wanted us to try it. So thank you, Brooklyn, for the suggestion. I hope you like this video. My banana was a little too mushy still, so I added a little more cornstarch. I decided to use my hands from this point on so I could actually feel the texture, and it was coming together. It's a little mushy yet, so I might need to add a little more cornstarch, but for now it's good. And you can't always tell how something is until you actually touch it. So yes, I decided to add more cornstarch, and it was coming together, guys. This is perfect. Look at it stretch. It's kind of a doughy consistency. It doesn't spread completely well like a butter slime, but you can play with it and it smells awesome. For this slime recipe, you need this clear palm olive dish soap. I saw this on YouTube and a lot of people say it works, so I'm here to say, does it work or does it not? Is it fake or is it real? Next, you're going to add in some Johnson's baby shampoo. And then you're just going to stir up your mixture. Your mixture. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Then the recipe says you're supposed to add some Listerine. Okay, I don't get it. Maybe it's just for scent. Who knows? Maybe this works. Okay, so next it says to place it in your refrigerator for several days. Okay, it's been about 5 days and I just brought it out of my fridge and it has thickened up. I would say it's a thicker texture than when it went in, and but I don't see slime. This is not slime. So in my book, this is a fail. For this slime, the recipe calls for 2-in-1 shampoo. So you are to put some 2-in-1 shampoo, and then to that, we're going to use some alum. I've never used this in my life. So we're supposed to use alum powder and just a couple sprinkles, not too much. I guess maybe like a teaspoon total. And you just stir it up. It wasn't thickening up, so I decided to add just a little more of the alum powder to see if I can thicken it up. After I added that alum powder, I mixed up some more and it seemed to thicken up just a little bit. The recipe says to stick it in your refrigerator for about 3 days, so I can't wait to see what happens after that. Okay, it's been 3 days, and look, you can actually poke it a little bit. It's got a little, oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, so this one, guys, it's very slimy, but it's a fail. Mad Hatter. Let's try to make some slime with the Mad Hatter dough. I took some of this dough out of its bag, and this stuff is pretty cool. It's kind of like kinetic sand, but it doesn't have the sandy feel to it. And I wanted to see if it would slime, so I'm going to try some lotion in it and see if it would give it a little more stretch than what it has right now. Because right now it kind of just, you pull it and it clumps and it falls. Well, I tried the lotion and it really didn't do anything. So I said, hey, I have some clay. Let's try to make a butter slime out of this Mad Hatter. So I took some of my clay and I just simply mixed it in. And at first it didn't really want to mix together. I mean, I was having a struggle with it, but I just kept on going and finally it came together. And the texture, guys, is amazing. It's kind of like cloud slime. I really, really enjoyed playing with this. Although it did not stretch like I was hoping, but it's got a cool texture. And it's still moldable. You can mold it in any shape you want, really. It's really cool. So then I decided, why don't I spread it like butter slime and see what happens? And it didn't spread like butter slime, guys. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna cut this. For my next slime test, I'm going to try out some gelatin. I mean, gelatin makes jello, and that's jiggly and kind of stretches. Let's see what we can do with this. So I took a packet of gelatin and put in maybe a teaspoon of the gelatin packet, and then I know this coconut water is amazing shampoo, so I'm going to use it. And I got like a tablespoon out. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. You can hear me laughing in the background because that was a crazy shampoo fart. That was nuts. Once I got my shampoo out, I added 2 tablespoons of cold water. And then I added 2 tablespoons of hot water to activate the gelatin. I stirred that up and then I placed it in my refrigerator for about 30 minutes. After about 30 minutes, my gelatin kind of set up, but I wouldn't really call this slime. This is more of, I guess, jelly. Here's another attempt I tried at the gelatin slime. I actually used a little more gelatin, and I still used the 2 tablespoons cold water, 2 tablespoons hot water, and you can see it didn't work either. I've had this package of Flex-O in my house for about 6 months, and I decided to play with it the other day and see if it would slime. And here's the piece I played with. Guys, it's amazing stuff. So let me show you. We're going to use this green carton of Flex-O, and I'm just going to open it up, and voila, there it is. Looks actually like a witch hat, but anyway, let's look how the stretch is. This is amazing, but we can make it stretch even more. Now, how do we do this, guys? This is how. Body lotion. So we're gonna put some body lotion in this Flex-O putty, and we're going to mix it in. Now this is a lot like the Crayola Model Magic that we've used before, the clay. It does get messy, but look how much it's stretching now. It's kind of like a dough slime, even like Play-Doh. We've done this with Play-Doh before, guys. This is amazing stuff. I love it. Don't you like it? Which one do you like? Do you like the orange or the green? I like both. I was tempted to mix them, but I was like, oh, this might turn to brown and then it would be seriously ugly. Look at that stretch. It's so nice to play with. It really reminds me a lot of Play-Doh now. It's so much softer than it was when it was first in the package. I saw this recipe for petroleum jelly slime work on another channel, so I thought I'd give it a try. So you will need a tablespoon of petroleum jelly, or some people call it Vaseline, and then you'll need some peel-off face mask. Now I know that peel-off face mask actually works, but I was wondering what's going to happen when you get this oily substance in with your face mask. Is it going to work? We are going to find out. So before you stir it up, let's add in some glitter because I love glitter. And this is what I do when we use a lot of glitter. I don't just throw them away. I mix them together and make a new beautiful glitter. This one's kind of like a mermaid glitter. I absolutely love it. So once you're done adding your glitter, you're going to mix it up, and you want to really break down the Vaseline so there's no clumps left. I thought I might need some more glitter since it wasn't really showing up anymore. And you know, this is totally optional. If you don't have glitter, it's not a big deal. You don't have to have it. So then I just stirred up some more. Once your ingredients are mixed in well together, we're gonna add in our activator. I'm gonna be using contact lens solution. You don't have to measure it, just put in a good bit. And then you're gonna mix it up. The contact lens solution wasn't working on its own, so I decided I'd add some baking soda and see if that would work. And guys, it's coming together. Look at this. This really does work. Even with that Vaseline, which I thought might mess up the texture, this is really nice slime. It's got a great stretch to it. The one thing about this slime is that the petroleum jelly seemed to come out of the slime and get on my hands a little bit, so they're a little greasy. For this slime, we're gonna use some tapioca pearls. Do you remember in the intro when I said you're gonna have your mind blown? Well, this is the one, guys. This is the one, Slime Squad. So we start off with some tapioca pearls, and I'm gonna pull out the white ones because they're kind of boring and I like the bright. So I'm pulling out several of the white ones because they don't show up as well. And tossing in some pretty ones because, yeah, it's gotta look pretty. So next you're gonna want to fill up your pot with some water. And you're gonna do 2.5 cups of water to like a 1/4 cup of these pearls. Since we're gonna be using a burner, you're gonna need adult supervision. Next, you need to flip on that heat. We want it hot. Now you want to gently pour in your tapioca pearls, not at one time because they may stick together and that would be a big old glob of nothing. Once all your pearls are in your pot, you want to put the lid on it and lower the heat about halfway, maybe like 3 or 4. I guess it's not halfway really, but you know, want to lower that heat. You're gonna let them cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Once they have risen to the top, it's time to scoop them out. Look how big they've gotten, and then when I took the top off, or the, what do you call it, the lid off, they got so small again. It's crazy. Okay, so you put them in a cold water bath for about 20 seconds just to stop their cooking. And once they're done, shake them off and put them into a dry bowl. I realized later that my strainer was a little too big for my bowl, but I didn't want to waste another dish or dirty another dish, so I went with it. On to part 2 of this slime. You need some water inside of a bowl. And then we're going to use some tapioca flour to make our slime. So into that water, I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of tapioca. And you may have seen me do this before, but this is such an awesome slime. And guys, it's edible. This is edible Orbeez slime that we're making here. How cool is that? And it's funny right now, it's acting like oobleck. So you can add dye if you'd like to and add food coloring so that it's totally edible. And we're going to put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds. And you can see here, it's coming together, but this really, guys, this is after about 30 seconds of me doing it and adding a little more tapioca because you have to add a little bit at a time so it doesn't thicken up too much into a big glob. It'd be nasty. So into the microwave again, and overall it went into the microwave probably for 2 minutes, and I added, let's say, 6 tablespoons of tapioca, give or take. And it's just beautiful. It came out perfect. Now time to add our tapioca pearls. Side note real quick, this tapioca has cooled down. So when you're working with a microwave, always be careful. And this one has to be done with an adult because it's dangerous. You got the stove going on, you got the microwave, and you got hot, hot, hot. So be sure to use adult supervision for this slime. It's gonna be super duper sticky. But once it cools down a little bit more, it's more, what do you call it? Anyway, you can touch it and it won't stick to you so much. And it's a lot of fun to play with. And hey, when you get tired of it and you have nowhere to put it, you can put it in your belly. Get in my belly. It's edible. Eat it. Small pieces at a time though, folks. Small pieces at a time. And there you have it. Orbeez slime, no glue. It's amazing. My mind is blown, guys. My mind is blown. Is yours? This has never been done before. Okay, guys, this is a 1-ingredient slime. I'm going to be testing. If this works, it's going to be super amazing. So you're supposed to take like a 1/2 cup of styling hair gel, and I'm going to add color to mine because I want you to be able to see it. And then you're just going to mix it in together. Don't you just love watching color being mixed into anything, really? Slime, gel, whatever. Once you're done mixing, you're gonna put it in the freezer for about 1 hour. And here it is. Oh my gosh, guys. It is amazing. It has the consistency of clear glue. Oh, wait a minute. Let's talk about how to spot a fake. There are so many fake slime channels or slime recipes out there. I want you to know how to spot a fake one. Now, this is the gel that we just did, and yeah, it did not work, but they want you to think it did. Now, this is how you do it. you make the same thing in clear. So I'm grabbing up my clear and I'm going to dye it the same blue. I just dyed the gel. And I'm going to mix it up. And you don't know the difference once the video is cut up into different places. You just think, you assume that you're being told the truth, but not always. I want you to know you're guaranteed the truth at our channel, and I'm so happy that you're here watching us, because we do tell you the truth, and this is why we're telling you the fake and the real. Can you spot the fake?